Well, guys, Shimon is here, Power Ranger here, and what is going on, Money Heroes fans? Welcome back to episode of season 4, Money Heroes podcast, season 4. Let's give it to the pause out right here, everybody. Yeah. So thank you guys, and like you guys probably know. So I can't play. So I can't play this anymore. Awesome. Yeah. If you probably if you probably didn't notice this, because well back months ago or a year, they probably had some Power Rangers too. If you download that, sometimes you have to pay for this thing, but it's all fine. It's all good. It's all good. Boy, it's giving me really excited for everything. It's all good. I'm just getting really excited for that. Oh boy, it's all good. Sorry, guys. Anyways, welcome back to another podcast of Money Heroes Season 4, Episode 4, Season 4. Probably don't already know, I have my stink. And if you guys new on this podcast, probably let me know. Please go check it out. Um, please subscribe it over there, my Money Heroes members over here. The reason why you guys are the greatest is because you support Money Heroes content and for ourselves. And yeah, let's get started. Get my really quit so we get started. Ah, so yeah, we got other news. So shout out to the fan club again. I know the fan has been here longest, but I just want to let you know. One more second. Ah, excuse me. Sorry about that. Just a little sneeze. That. Sorry. Woo! Excuse me for a minute. Sorry about that, guys. Sneezing again. Was sorry about that. Guess I'm sneezing again. So, anyways, last week back. Another good news we need to come up. I was trying to make my music coming up for the upcoming Stasis Perverters. Not only that, the first Power Rangers Perverters coming up soon by the end of the week. For October of this month, that will be starting. One second, anybody. You guys can hear talk until I get back. And we'll be waiting in just a minute. And so we are back. We're back, everybody. Get it? So, anyways, we're back, and finally, you did put some sounds bits on it. Let's give it a one more time for that. Anyways, we're back with another episode, and you gotta excuse me for sneezing again, but it takes quite a while to bring this up again. One second, guys. Again, one more time. Alright, so let's get started with another episode, Money Heroes. And I started, it takes a little bit longer because I was sneezing, and it's me a what, so yeah, not a good day. But we're back in another episode, so let's get restarted. Um, yeah, so we got a lot of news coming up pretty soon. Um, this episode, I know we've been talking about some toys for last time, but we will start talking about it because last time they finally released it on Mega Pack, and I'm gonna just watch and see how it goes for here. Yeah, because been happening since then. So shout out to the fan club for telling us because after all these years, we was very disappointed about everything. And I know I just been watching it like a while ago, a while back. He should be fired. Been pulling for Paramount. I was really upset and glee that MG was gonna get it, but yeah, I really didn't think about it when Paramount is actually bought by Warner Brothers. I should really get them a chance to buy um this franchise. Well, if it does happen, even though it's not actually Hassel's fault, but the one person you should be blaming is CGO again. The new CGO, not the last one. The last one who passed away, Brian Gordon Russo, a few years ago, was pretty good, even though they are boilers, but let's be kind of real. We are up to no except the CTO, and we know this why behind it, but we will start talking about it pretty soon, continuing to pursue. I know we haven't been talking about this since the last time, because I was going to make it a video about Hasbro, but I was tired. If we think about it, sure. So shout out to the fans, shout out to the fan club for this event and having inspiration points. What do you think was going on? Why that there's certain stuff for that because we had some ups and downs to what's going on. Well, good is when their old CTO was here, and then some ups and downs downhill. It was when the new currently CTO steps in, and we should have had somebody else who was more vocal and same energy as Brian Gooding. He would have done had a wild business too. I would have done the same thing if I was a CTO myself. But that's just me. So yeah. Oh, and that's butter that. Like I said, yeah. So this little secrets. But anyways, um, we had we can't wait to happen again because I know I apologize fans about what's going on, and I will always will be because last time last episode finally got the suit on. It's about Friday. I could have had the boots that are a little bit darker and singing like in this picture, light greenness, not the light green. It's like aqua, a little bit aqua light green. It's supposed to be green. And I'm going to start with them once I get this thing as possible. But you know how it is. But yeah, that's the reason why I get the super expensive. But I do love this. I will try this on. Finally, I got the duct tape, but it does really hold longer than the tape that I have. Hey, James Wester, what's up? Hey, everything is up. It will, but it takes longer than that, you know? That's my friend's old friend of mine. Yes, well, it depends. Like I said, it takes a long time. That's the reason why it takes a lot of guys, but before that, I had, um, other stuff now. But now, I do have a lot of subscribers now. It's almost 1.k. But yeah, but it depends. It's really depends. Yeah, yeah, how much millions that you've been making. Like you got one subscribers left before you start. It's really depends, right? Because because we only got 49 subscribers. I did see that. Yeah, I beg your pardon. But yeah, uh, of course, next week, a week after that, on the 31st, it's gonna be Halloween. I know everybody will be dressing on for this week for Halloween, so I'm starting on playing on that. Was we supposed to get this, and I've been looking at what suit and material that not the suit but the card's made of, and work on it. So that's why I had to watch through it until after that, and now we'll buy some more supplies. We'll make some meal of that, and then after that, I would do this one. So yeah, James, you got something? I have a new Mets Mass out coming soon on the 27th for you. Alrighty. Yeah, I might have to check that out. Even though I did make a lot of use of my plea production, and it takes a lot of work. So yeah, go subscribe to your channel way away. Well, but yeah, you guys probably know. Go check on one of my old friends' channel right away. Baby Westler. You guys probably don't know what Baby Westler is. And Katy Perry. Well, I do know Katy Perry a lot on this one. Well, Katy Perry is literally I knew. As for Katy Perry, I know about Katy Perry. The Baby Westler, you guys probably not don't even know certain stuff. But lots of that people probably don't even know interested about it again. And again, they probably will be really furious and probably go off. So yeah, but oh boy, no, not again. I want to steal this one again like I did 15 years ago. So yeah, no more mistakes again. Ah, there we go. That was a close one. I did it 15 years ago, and I'm not making mistakes again. I'll deal with this one in a minute. The words for this punishment. So yeah, back to business. So yeah, go check him out. Subscribe to his channel. I was gonna put some music on there again. Like literally. That's really depends on there. But you probably already know. So anyway, another comment video is supposed to be up because of that supposed to be making a serious production of Money Heroes Entertainment, and it's made by me because mine's making out of my production. And it's that's not a podcast. Well, we're still doing podcasts for Wednesday every Wednesday to Fridays. So yeah, go check it. Hey, so yeah, go check them out. If you guys want to check one of my friends and yourself, I know a lot of you guys probably have that will be to learn it, and really a lot of you guys will be criticize that something else, but you probably get the point of that. So yeah, go check them out and check it out. We did, and I know we did. Just for the water fans not to remember about these songs, because they probably literally probably don't even listen to that kind of stuff. Some of them will able to do, but a lot of that, almost half of the fans didn't even to not even remember to listen to that. But they will describe it to you. It's short, man. Congrats. Awesome, man. Congrats, man. For me, when I got my suit, I make way more. When I got the suit and all the stuff that I did, I made 66 point, well, 66 views. And yeah, that's awesome, man. You getting there. But when I get mine, when I did a shorts, way more than that, I got over like 1K, and I'm probably going viral on this one afterwards. Like, I starting on my business. Like, wait. Sorry, it's my undermate. So, that's the reason why that you probably know, you know. But yeah, I make a lot of use of that every content superhero stuff that I made, especially with my guitars that I did is 100, over 100. I probably got more than that. I got more views of that. I got like 60 stuff. In fact, you know what I got over there that I sold for the other day? If those of you guys probably know, check them out. And this is really about to be history. Yeah, my first suit. And those of you that I got it from is from Easy Cosplay, like Easy Cosplay. For 10 or 11 years that I actually got one, I finally got one now. Easy Cosplay. Like, shout out to this dude, shout out to Easy Cosplay, because without them, it would have been so. I would have never made this thing in history. But for you, for the other ones, yes, I would have done. I would have never make this. I would have never make this dreams coming true. But now, but now I got my suit. Now it's like 10 years later and on. Um, I finally got my suit. So again, shout out to these guys. Even though I kept fighting a lot, I finally got it. And it's really true. And probably next time we'll probably do some this. So let me put some, turn it down for a little. Should have done that before uh I started the podcast again. Like every now and then, I keep doing it. It keeps doing it every time. So Freddy and Guardian, Crashroom, Square Quick Concern, what's going on? I'm doing good so far. Just we decided with this upgrade for Halloween. Also, you guys probably know. Um, dude, I totally forgot. I'm gonna send you on this poster that I got. Give me a second. Yeah, here we go. Here's the poster I'm going to show you guys for this month. Since I'll do a sneak peek, but since it's not told from last month, sneak peek, but now let me just freeze it back for a little bit. There we go. I know you guys can see that. Or I could share screen it again. I haven't used this in about a couple of months since the last time. Because of that, I've been making these posters so many times, and it really wasn't so good. Let me share screen for you guys. And we got plans that I talked to my staff. So a lot of good news coming up. We are planning to start doing for the end of the week. It was supposed to be that, but it's only for 30 minutes. So only this time I will start doing my with my cameras. So hopefully I'll start inputting this now. So every time, every now and then that I start putting stuff down. We're starting to plan on that. See if I can find that picture. Let me see if I can start doing pictures. I know I had it somewhere. Uh, but I will probably find it somewhere. I know it's here somewhere. Um, oh, did we? It was there somewhere. Don't know where it's at. Ah, there we go. I guess it's belong with my notebook, but here it is. Let me see your screen. I know I haven't used this in a while. Hey guys. Oh yeah, Sandsman. My goodness, Sandsman. Oh boy, one button. So yeah, Sandsman for this one. Windows that. Try not to get canceled. But I will show you this once again. I get set up. There we go. So yeah, this that we're gonna start having a parade at my state, and it's not really so perfect, but we started down in the spot. It's about my character. Well, it's not really. But I played the young version of him to come up with this original story. The multiverse, same version of Power Rangers back in the day. This is about the flashback of militaries. But I wanted to inspire by it, light-hearted, put a little light on it. But yeah, this is the motion of Original Monster, and then you got see other ones who went to the Vengeance about and everything, and become the chosen one, Soldier, alongside with the Rangers too. And then you got original villains, Shadow Phantoms, other ones I forgot the finesse in there. Two new original Rangers that we generated. It's my character, and that's what I had a suit here. So yeah, we started having a parade at the first time of Power Rangers. Cowboys, aka the senior news Canes. Hope everybody had a good day. Yeah, we having a good day and just joined us, just told them in special upgraded news. So you guys probably know I'm going to be start do some exercise again, and then I'm gonna start training martial arts. If you guys probably don't yet know, I'm going to start training some martial arts. And I'm going to spar by one video. I'm going to spar about one video that I watched that it came out for 13 years ago, back in 2012. One video back in 2012. I think I had that video somewhere. But it's going to be inspired by that to make it a stage though, because for the past few years, whole town had a parade like Comic Cons, stage shows, or something like that. But now it's our turn, and I'm now the next generation of that. And this is when I want to inspire by that. Of any of these videos, I will have to pick this one and that one for Halloween, but mine's going to be pretty different. I'm training in martial arts. No, training at Hung Chun a little bit sometimes. I did it too. I did Ten Control, Jackie Chan style Kung Fu, Karate. I forgot what the story name. I'm gonna have to use that to pronounce that word. IP man movies. Yeah, shout out to Donnie Yen, the guy who's the greatest martial artist of all times, alongside with Jackie Chan and Wei Chun, Wen Chun. Yeah, yeah. Bruce Lee been doing that too. If you probably don't even know that, Bruce Lee, it's really a weird story. But we will have to talk about this on the. But other than that, I will start doing old toughest martial artists, Wei Chun, Kung Fu, Karate, um, Bruce Lee style, because I love Bruce Lee style a lot. And one of Jet Lee style of few of the martial artists from back in the 80s. And on top of stuff because mixed martial arts. Combine it, and I'm gonna combine that something usually with dinosaurs technique and Taekwondo. Jet Li did Taekwondo a lot. And I did see a lot of stuff that I'm going to be spotting. I've been watched it so many times, and I watched it. I wanted to do that to spot by one video to make this really happening right now. And here was that. Here's Pokemon. Okay. This is the reason why that I really wanted to fight the putties, not the putties, but original monsters. We had putties in the 60s that Iron Block has been created. It was supposed to be that one. But first, when I came up with that, it wasn't supposed to be buddies. Because if I didn't look over that, then you probably know who's. It would have been iconic with Mighty Morphin and all. But mine was at some stupid connections with all Venturing Rangers you probably know. See, we got. Oh, this thing don't go off. Otherwise, I had to use this thing again. But yeah, I'm gonna start training it on my video, if I record that. Then because it would have been iconic of all times. It would have been iconic. Well, became iconic because it would be like a stay still. Because when the Japanese counterparts did a Power Ranger stuff, stay still is for the first time of each country or states. So that's what I want to do aspire by as one of the Rangers came by here and this. All right, I'm gonna share it because I think I found a pistol. I found a pistol for you guys. I found a pistol for my project of the Legend of Mason Cougar. Well, pre-production of that to. Oh my goodness! Let me just wait. So there. So yeah, that's what I want to be inspired by. Is this video that came on back in 2012, 13 years ago. I wanted to go on acid and beat the villains up. So that's the reason why I was going to start training, and I will start making a video on that when it's over. I will start doing a video on it, so you guys can check it out and see what I did, because it will be on. So yeah, that's when I want to inspire by one person, not only that. Part 2 will be coming up if we can have the lines really set up pretty soon. I will get it for Justin too. For one person, not for one person. One person. I will get it for one person. If we had the line set up, that means I can edit it for the second part. I know a lot of them literally loves it so much, and the views going up. I'm hype up. Yeah, I know you do. But if we had the line set it up for everybody literally love it. Now here's the thing that I will tell you guys for this. Here's the things that I'll tell you guys for this. It's gonna go so super hard. It's only the first taste. It's only the first try. But the second one is gonna hit harder. Second episode or second part is gonna hit harder. And the reason why I'm making it, because the prefers that I'm doing it for next week. Not next week, but for Halloween. And like it, I got this. So that case, when I start editing, I can start doing a bung or stage show for this. And it probably do a wide swing, or they probably would do make this. And the reason why I'm making the second part for the time when we teleported, when we started to do a pre-production, because I'm making a stage show, making history of myself. Not only that, for my family too, making the first history of my state. Of pre-production, Money Heroes Entertainment. But the second part will be very exciting. You're gonna love it. As soon as I get this line set it up, I will send it to Justin at the words. But here's the soup. I know I always say this, but I just want to show everyone who is also new around here. Well, I know Kerry's always came here for you 2-3 times, 3 times. Just, you already know him and I is actually talk a lot. Just like wait. So yeah, that's the reason why that I'm doing that, because I'm starting to do a video, start training martial arts, different styles like Kung Fu, Wing Chun, Karate, King Chunka with Bruce Lee, one of Jackie Chan or Jet Li's moves. and taekwondo. That's what I'm starting to do. I will have to put some sound effects to do when I start doing backflips. Yeah. I know everybody's doing backflips a lot. I tried to do it when I was a kid years ago when I started back when I used to do dance back then. I was used to be good on dances with people on dance a lot. And that I fell out when I cried. So hopefully this time, years weighing on, we'll try another one again. Because I know everybody's afraid that they might broke their back or they'll be ticklish. I would be really nervous too. But I did some defense backflips. So I might have to do this all night. Like do this all night to get it this backflip finished as possible. And then pretend invisible monsters come in here and I will, and you probably know it. Now I did add some sound effects on one of my steps, but if you guys probably don't know what the good news is, yesterday one of the staffs are planning on doing. I used to do Kawaii when I was 5 for one younger for more than 5 years. Yeah, I did that too. I wanted to be the next generation to work on Jackie Chan or wanted them to do like Kung Fu series, but well, I actually wanted to be an actor when I was a kid. Now that's only my first dream because I would have been the biggest hit, and I wanted to be something else, make between Columbia or Universal for certain seasons, but it never happened. I never get a chance. I guess I never thought about it being an actor. I wish I did, because I would have been a bigger star. Yeah, it's been many years since I did wedding, and one of my one of the Star Friends communities tried to learn karate, and I did a lot of drawings yesterday doing that. So her name, some of them were in kawaii, some of them were in kung fu style, Wei Chun. So I'm gonna have to use that type of style, self defense. Not only that, competition. Like one of these days when I had a business of my own, I might have a place is actually a studio. Not only that, not only for a studio, but a community or two. Make something big, handed the community teaching class. Having few class, like 4 or 5 class over there, it would be like bigger than the one that I work from the community class. I want to hand the community class of my own, but it's bigger, a little bigger than this one. So way more bigger than that one. That had free services and had they literally had free services that letting us know that it's some elements of them. Why did this thing go? Oh, there we go. I don't know. Sometimes my camera went off, but again, was when I'm up. But like I said, good news. I talked one of my staff about this yesterday. Well, I said one of the staff that I worked for yesterday. when I showed her this project of, and I know Kerry is always love it because he been seeing it seen it. He been seeing it so many times, and he probably waiting for the second part. Well, as soon as we get the lines finished, and everybody's in, as soon as two people send their lines in, while Wilson the scripts. And the reason why I've been doing it because it takes me a water. It only takes me 3 days to get it done. Then I take a break, start thinking of what this character's going to say, and then just keep writing and writing. It takes me all the way all night, all the way down to the morning, about 1 or 5 o'clock, and then finally it finished. I couldn't sleep because I was trying to get this thing as done as possible, so I could show my staff that at work for my presentation. Not only that, for my entertainment production, it's just like you show Hollywood or one of these movie companies of your projects. But this is where we came from. This is when I came from in my state. They love it. They post it, and they post to know you had talented very much. They had original monsters, original ideas, talented edited stuff, acting. Even though it's not perfect. And I don't want to get perfect, but it's going to take us a lot of training to do in it, so you probably already know. So the first part, I'm going to tell you guys a very story. So a few days ago, and about Friday, last Friday, when I showed him, and about last Friday when I showed him this, of my first production of Power Rangers, of audio and drama, of Mighty Heroes Entertainment, of this, they literally love it. The first part one, and they literally love it. They literally love my project because this when I showed them this, and I showed them Nick and announced it to everybody at work, they literally love it. It's like the original stuff that I came up with, but 2 of them is all original, but it's regenerated. And it was originally supposed to be using Sentai stuff, but I regenerated and changed it a little bit, try to throw it at me just a little. Original stuff and wonderful stuff wins, and the one and cop he does off. Yeah. I only make the story for adventures for, and it's very true. It does win because if you look into this dude's channel, I know you're not. I know a lot of people does want Shinjai because it's not going to be leveled up because of. I used to think that as a kid that for the Shinjai stuff, but now I realize everything because certain parts that I realize everything that we couldn't happen. But back then, when I was a kid, I used to disagree that if I wanted to Shinjai all the Japanese films. But now I realize that because of the fight and the effects, the special effects, the banging cameras. No, not the banging cameras, shaking cameras. When they do explosions, they should have used explosions behind, in front of the person. Like the Japanese, not using interference, but making it worse. And if upgraded their environments, they supposed to be punching the face and punching the stomach. That's just 2 productions time. They should have done that differently. They should have done it like the movie does. Even though Turbos is not actually that good, but I do like the fight scenes in the Megazord original. That's only that they did. But the 94 movies is actually pretty good. Their fight scenes is actually good. The effects, they supposed to be taking the effects, special effects. They supposed to be doing that effects a lot. That's the reason why virtual stuff really works, because I know you had some fans probably complain really not happy about it, that they want Sentai film Japanese films back, and like I said, it's their opinion. But some of them that we don't like, then the had an issue that by ruining that, because we wanted to make sure how the story goes. Sometimes they want to make sure the story goes and fits the story. And we don't want it to be goofy like it was 32 years ago. And again, according to one of our members, they don't mind a little goofy, but not too much. Again, like one of my friends does like a little goofier, funnier, because and you can also break up the entertainer stuff. It does need that, but other than that, you do need a lot of serious stuff. Can't force them to do serious stuff. Add a little light into it. Because the reason why I'm doing that, because I want to inspire from one of these shows that people who go out watching on some TV shows from back in the day, like 60s styles, from people that are making some albums and so. And my 1960 clothes, you probably know why I'm wearing them. And I didn't get a chance to take a picture of that, but I will eventually soon when the stuff turns. But yeah, I totally agree. Ritual stuff runs and the one and copy does off. Yeah, they only copy it for the reason, all because of what's going on behind the scenes. But Hasbro's been doing it with Cosmic Fury for the first takes. But the other stuff, the reason why they're saying they're not using the films for the reboot, because they're taking some elements from the comic book, and you probably don't, because if you ask this dude that, what's this dude, this guy, and they're not one, so shout out to him. He was explaining why they're using for the comic book. I think to pronounce it from Disney. But Hasbro's are still doing the pronouncing for the reboot for this year. It's not, again, my friends does not agree with that. I know half of that for them will do 1 to 20 some scenes, but a water is like we didn't want that, and then water is almost someone else didn't want reboot. Well, then wait, not just didn't want reboot, but don't like the reboot. I'm gonna be honest, and I agree with the one person. I agree with some person then, but I will have to disagree somehow. Disagree something, because you don't probably don't know the meaning of the story that means somebody Saban. That day one is always dark, and we'll get them a credit, but the other stuff went bad. But I really had to disagree with him about that. I used to like it, and then suddenly turn it off, and also feel like that. Just like reality show up on a little bit, but it's dark. I don't mind dark, but once you don't take material of the characters that they watch to it and make it, looking at carefully, the soup is fine, but the swords and some of the swords is material stuff up to that's bad and the more. So this is the reason why fan projects, a lot of stuff of doing this type of stuff. That's the reason why I'm making these opinions about everything for you guys, for my thoughts. I know a lot of fans already did their own projects. They was going to do it. The great parts of Power Rangers. This is the reason why I want to make it. Certain parts that they couldn't go, so Ritual does work, but some fans, like I said, as Whittley or opinion, as everybody's opinion, if they like Ritual stuff, I mean, I'm down with Ritual stuff now, but back then I used to think I wanted the Witch Sensei stuff. I was younger. Now I do. Oh, I'm sorry. You probably now I can't see because it's dark. Okay. Probably had to get away with something. You know what? I don't know. But yeah, the second part. Yeah, but continue on that. But the second part, I'm still working on that of the Legend of Mason True audio series of the Return of Zendu. And once we get the lines, then I'll start editing, make some music. It depends if they respect source material. Source material. Yeah, I totally agree. But other than that, water people does. It depends how they work, right? Yeah, because I totally agree. Because fans does make some punches a lot when some own that production should have done that the first one because they shouldn't have done differently. But if you look at them on one of my friends' podcasts that I joined to, and you might know the story about what's going on behind the scenes. So yeah. If they do get respectful to it and the fans and audience of New General of Honor is love it, please we only know. But half of it doesn't happen. It does like it. But you probably know why Mighty Morphin Souls sells because if they want something, they will probably do one at a time. But if I was in charge of everything, I will probably like we never had any Earthsweek. Like last year. What I did for Dino Thunder for this year, I was originally supposed to be doing last year. But at least I did for view and celebrating the podcast. I did a but at least I did Dino Dun and Blue with Agar, Ace. Those are the three people that I did. And then the other one is Thomas from Once Upon a Hero of a New Ranger of Thomas and Agar. It was all three of us from Once Upon a His dude Money Morphin. I did Dino Thunder and Thomas that did my man from Cosplay Free Window. YouTube Thomas, aka Thomas, did Wild Force WED because I did edited stuff. I used to did a lot of stuff for the fans and one for my fans, and I get so many views, so much because I am more curious about what. This is the way I'm way more popular anime from what. Even though it's not perfect, but I did a lot more sounds than any of them that they should be like in the films and movies. That's what I good at is edited sound effects, fan morphs. Now you guys probably don't even know I did fan films 2 years ago before this. It was originally supposed to be comedy and half dark, like wild scary elements from a little like of WandaVision. And then I took some elements for it because the shows that I watched from those times, and I looked some research of that so I could take some elements and make something like that. It depends. And when I look at this is kind of old man, so this is the reason why that it needs to start on that. Yeah, everyone had Christmas. Yes, it's been a long time. This is the reason why I worked so hard. A lot with it lately. I should have told one of the staff to have the people bring some soups and stuff. I should have called them to have bring tall people to make the stupid stuff so we can got one for 2 days and the other one would be a day. Well, people do that because they use that, so I wanted to sound out to anybody. But if we get the second part finished, um, I know everybody loves the first. If we get the second one and release it, it, the feature is bright. Yes, the feature is bright. And lucky, I'm still keep going because for me, for Money Heroes, it's been here for 2 years. Even it's not still going, but we still fighting. Money Heroes would always still going for our teammates, and I'm still waiting for that. So we keep flowing, and I will. Not only for that, it takes me hours to get this thing released. Not released, but finished completely because I wanted to make sure that this thing doesn't mess up, and I'm trying to fix it, like by edit it, make sure that this thing sounds really perfectly. and don't mess up the tuning. Edit it really pretty and don't mess it up. So the same day we listen to Money Morphin with Go-Go Power Rangers, it never gets old. It keeps going a lot. Also, shout out to David Yost, Blue Ranger yourself, man. Walter Jones. I gotta say for Walter Jones, aka Black Ranger, aka the original Black Ranger. Also, see John. Man, when I went to his swing, no, this is a true story. Like a year ago, when Brandon Mahill and Lou responded to me, chose I was going to be his friend and respond to him, told him to come to me. This is crazy. Really crazy or what? Well, like a year ago, this is a really true story. Like I was scared. I was nervous because one time I wanted to meet for JDF a few years ago before he passed. And then I tried with one. Maybe I was so nervous. I was so got too excited about it. I just wanted to meet this guy for himself. You know, I think I did. I was really embarrassed for myself. I said to myself, I should have done it. I said to myself, why did I do that? And this is way before I met. Way before did I sell for this one. After he passed, I never get a chance. But on see John's channel, where he did, he was sponsored me, and I was literally freaking out. I was almost getting a chance to tell him to come to my chapter days to. I never get a chance. Like every time, I never getting a chance because I was this close. But we at least he was sponsoring me so many times. So I want to shout out to also John again. Like it's really a true story. This guy is a legend. This guy is a legend of all times. Like he was born to me like a year ago, and I was really shocked. Like my heart is beating so bad. So, like I was really freaked out that he was spawned. First way that he was spawned. So shout out to also St. John, the Wild Ranger himself. And then you got Brandon Hill, AKSF twice. I would have had him come over to my swing Andy Field twice. We tried to have him and never had a chance. ABO had connection on who had met the Black Ranger. And this one that I'm trying to get at least on Tyler from this Tyler, the Red Ranger. If I could do the Black Thread, hopefully it would go so viral right now. But yeah, shout out to the Black. Sorry, I'm phrase I'm gonna say. The Red Ranger from Dino Charge. Brandon Hill. When I and then after though, I think is we like September. When there's went to my friends Neil went to comic and what he went to the Power Rangers. That was on all times. Kevin Nahino. Walter Jones, and you got Wild Force Blue Ranger, not Wild Force Black Ranger that he met, and Walter Jones. One of these two Rangers of Instagram, one of them on social media, and then the other one, and I said to myself, this is crazy. Like, this is no what I had no idea. Like, this was like a year, like months ago. It's like a months ago. I was getting ready to tell you guys that I told him that he saw that and showed him. Shout out to Walter Jones and the one who plays Wild Force, Black, Danny, Jack. I know. Literally. Oh no, my computer is keep at the door. Oh no, it's not my computer, it's this dang. Alright, there we go. Ah. And then you got Blake, Flossie. I know one of our members will Blake Flossie a lot because I did a lot of favor for him. And he asked me spawn. They was gonna call, but it didn't happen at that time. I wish it did because they made in the comic books and they should have used him. Turtles. This is one reason I love about it is the guy, and I think he returns in space, Operation Overdrive. I love the new morph because that's when um um Coin Job versus Giant Crossovers with the Power Rangers. One's from X, and it literally makes me want to inspire by the emotion. Like, this is crazy. but I love Matter to One. I do like the original one in this one. And and in space through Wild Force the pre Zordon era. And that's what I'm trying to do. Make this a little bit. Maybe I've been watching so many times of 60s moments, how they worked in the 60s. Green Hornet, 1966. I'm trying to take some movement, how the thing sounds like, way it was supposed to be in the 60s, and then what he sounds like. If you look into the TV shows and how they dress and the series moments, how they sound, talk, and stuff that it shouldn't be, take some element, not use copy that, but take some elements and use it for certain. Then you might know something. Then I might do. So yeah, this is the reason why that I want to do this for the fans, because hey, I'm still here as usual. Yeah, sorry about it, guys. I had to switch to this camera because I know I haven't used this computer for a very long time. Um, yeah, this thing keeps acting up, but yeah, I had to use this computer again. So yeah, reason why I've been saying this because for 10 years, oh okay, but 10 years that I've been wanting to do this, inspired by these people, fan projects, and want to be the next person, next YouTuber, next legend. Like you, you probably notice that certain people do notice that biggest YouTuber of all time. Well, I'm trying to get the biggest, and he has certain fans probably know I'm a legend. Yes, I always probably am because I was inspired by one person. And then I became a step Blue Stepper after his mini Destiny. Step up, be the next generation of him, care about some people, care about fans a lot. So yeah, you probably know I'm gonna let them take some time. The lines will be ready by then. And as soon as I get it, I can start edit it and then make some music, sound effects, and then the stuff will be ready by then. And because it's gonna hit so hard, as soon as I get it produced for him, Everybody else got like three people who was into it. Got Curious, got Justin and Ariel, three people who was in this concert because it's been focused on one person. So that's the reason why I'm doing a less of that voice. But not only that, by using a login lab, since it didn't work out, I'll probably will do a login lab for the first time. It does really shocks me when I first use this when the guy yells Kawadi. Oh yeah, it's gonna hit so hard. You guys probably gonna look. Now imagine this is like back in the 90s, back in Mighty Morphin and in space. No, Mighty Morphin, Zeal, and space, Wild Galaxy, Lightspeed Rescue, Time Force, Wild Force, Ninja Storm, Dynamite. Back in those days, back in post era, Mighty Morphin, and post era, post Zona era, and Disney era when it did a lot more fight scenes than we had today, like Constantly. They was to it, but us, for my project, we didn't was to it. We just kept fighting. Like Wild Force, for example, because of the simple fact that we couldn't had because you see a lot of Rad Razor did more fight scenes, but I'm gonna say Super Sentai for example. Now there's a way too dark material, but even though kids in the can do of it, and they don't even care about the violence, all they care about is so it doesn't affect them at all. You know, I'm just like that too as a kid. See some martial art acid a lot. But yeah, this is very excited about it. You know, this thing, even though what my change is made there, but this is very excited because you can see me. I'm going to start making some updates videos later on. Not sure when. So yeah. Also shout out to everybody that's watching this. I know I gotta get some video with. But again, I will start doing some exercise before I start getting it because I really need to get a good shape again. Um, I probably need to do bat first before I go to bed. Well, not bat first, but let's see what I got. Wild Force finally is good. Yeah, it does. It definitely does too. Because I will say tie. I will say a little bit tie of Gold Ranger, God Ranger, and Wild Force. I just see a lot of Wild God Ranger for Japanese counterparts. I'll say it's kind of tied. Even though it is good, I'll say it's tied. A little bit tied for both of them. Zeal is a great ending. You know, man, I'm not gonna lie. I love this one thing I do love Adam Sheets, by the way, and Tommy too. It was a great ending when the Rangers defeated them, and then somehow it was supposed to be a hexagon. I'm gonna be honest. I used to think it that hexagon great about it, but the thing about it is when you think about certain audience about that at that time, they probably didn't want to, and it's hard for me. That's all I gotta say. It's good. When you come thinking that for the audience at that time, they probably don't even want that simple word. Which they just two hero leaders. They wanted the leaders to be the great team. That's what the fans at that time wanted. But you know how it is with the audience that time. I almost wanted to, but why can't I got this? Yeah, water itself is so great, and then Idol Donor is offered great. And when they trying to use their powers, gym powers, to use that, I was gonna get all of that. I was gonna get blue, red, but I was pretty mad months ago about it, but that's how it is. But I like it, I got the green suit, and I measured that. Nice one. Yeah, you have to speak it very quick, but one of these days, if I have studio, not only that big studio and big community class, or and also um factory, a little bigger restaurant, buffet restaurant, toy store, or any kind of stuff that they should have done, or all that stuff that I've had should have had. Then it would have been so much fun. I just really gotta say this right now. Um, so yeah, we're gonna end this episode podcast. Even though it's gonna go, I got to shout out to my man Gabby has showed up again. Even though it was a great honor, but I will eventually, soon as we get this lines, hopefully I will send this every way for one person, three people. We only got him, ABO, and Justin for the second part of the Legend of Mason Trumer. They are really into it, so they will be also get the credit for what they did in their voice, especially Kevin himself. And I know my people would definitely want the second one. I told her I will when I get these lines and edited set up. I will. And I told my one of the staff members at work, I will when I get this line set up and edited finished and get this done as possible if I could before the end of October. Then it would be ready. by then. Then I will show them that will be based on the stage show. Then when I come out, the monster will be coming in. And then I would be like, what year is on mine? And then I will probably study this, do some martial arts training, and then that would have been great. So far, so good. So let's get the shout out to everybody else. Shout out to one of our members, Jason Dino. Used to be a YouTube name, but now it's a stage name. Unless he had to come up with a stage name at himself, two stage names, one is Jason Dino. He has to come up with his stage name. Let's see, next is one of my friends from school years ago, James Wester. Um, Go check it in his channel over there. You got 49. Let's see, got one of my classmates, two people from Salisbury, friend of mine's from college. Norman, aka Fredden, going in classroom, squad classroom. Did I watch football with him a few times, maybe three times. I was going to be with him another stream, but I was trying to get this thing completely finished as possible so I could get this set. And then you got, once again, Carriers, my man, all times. Got my man, Carriers, also. Shout out to him. Go check him out. Also, go check these people out. Of that, too. So, yeah. Go check out these people that. The reason why you guys are the greatest is because you guys will support them. And our community, also themselves. So yeah, this is opportunity. So this is really good. Reason why you guys are the greatest because you support Money Heroes content and ourselves and are really hold on. Really our community. Just want to make sure I see these things just on. Really our community. Oh, sorry, I had a chance to see it. So I had to change this thing. Yeah, so make sure you go check them out. Check them out, and we will talk about some upgrades. And again, I will start making a video about exercising and performances of next week. So I probably will get this thing as puzzle. Not only that, the Power Ranger helmet. This thing I will get this set as possible I could before the 31st of Halloween gets here. So I will probably make a live stream of that to show you how you guys to do it. And also shout out to Sticker Stories here for giving advice for that. Go check it his if you had any question for that for him. Well done if you want to go find him or whatever. So I don't know how good I will, but I will try to do the best. Stick it so if you watch this, I will try to do my best. Biggest shout out to you so much. So yeah. So yeah, go check it out and yeah. And the reason why you guys are the greatest is because you support Money Here's content and other stuff and not your internet and our community. So let me tell you guys something, it's more for time. Yeah, the reason why you guys are the greatest is because you support Mighty Heroes Country now. So, that's what has a sense about everything. Anyways, you guys are the greatest, and the reason why you guys are the greatest is because you support Mighty Heroes Country itself of our community. So, yeah, that's the reason why you're the greatest. Keep it up, and we'll be doing more upgraded news on the next episode of CC4 or CC5, whatever you want to call this. CC5, I think. I don't know. But next episode will be coming up on Friday. So make sure you go in there and check it out. Subscribe to one of me, or subscribe to one of the members here. Check them out, and you guys will be very excited for this one. Also, subscribe to one of my members there. Reason why you guys are the greatest because you support Mighty Heroes content and real stuff. You guys are the greatest of all time. Make sure you always be the greatest no matter what. You can do anything you want. If you think competition for your head, you can compete for anything. So always, always, always be the greatest. Because you guys are the greatest. No matter what. Who is the greatest? Yours will be the greatest. Talented person of all times. You're the biggest fans of all times. So anyways, it's the also host, Shmallers, they come from Shamer, Power Ranger stuff. We'll be back to the next episode of Friday. So make sure you go checking out one of our episodes for the past 2 years. The reason why you were inspired by that, because we're inspired by JDF, Ranger, Sailor Lee, Martial Arts, Walt Disney Danger, and also last CDL Haswell, Brian Guardian. So the reason why you guys are this. And just remember, you guys are the best. And I'll see you guys next time on Mighty Heroes Entertainment next episode on Friday. And catch you guys laying on. And be so believe something, believe we're bad and also. And guess what? Sorry, but remember your phrases once again. So just always remember, ladies and gentlemen, always remember, and the fans out there, be strong, believe in yourself, and prepare for battle. And I'll catch you guys next time, next episode of Mighty Heroes. Ranger out.